Hey y'all, I'm back. It's Wendell,
This is Tess.
and we're gonna talk about how COVID impacted her basketball season. All right, Tess. So tell me about what happened when COVID started.
Okay, so when COVID first happened, we were in Elon, North Carolina. We had our tournament. We were about to get taped, and one of our captains texted us and said that our tournament was canceled, even though like the other games tipped off already. So we basically just had like a team meeting, and our head coach had told us that like everything's getting canceled because of COVID, and there's nothing we could really do. So we ended up driving back from North Carolina on a bus for 7 hours.
So y'all literally heard that like minutes before tip-off.
Yeah, so there was a game that tipped off like literally like minutes before, and then our game was like an hour or so after that.
Dang, and that was pretty bad because that was the year after you guys repeated, or
Yeah,
you won.
we won
so
CAAs.
Yeah, so you're gonna repeat.
Yeah, 2019, and then it got canceled 2020.
Dang, so how was that for the seniors?
It was sad because a lot of my best friends were seniors, so like it was sad because we didn't know it was like our last practice,
Right?
You know, because normally we would have another practice.
They clap them out and whatever and get hugs and all that.
Yeah, everyone cried like that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like everyone was crying. The coach was crying. I was crying. The players were crying.
So were any other teams there? You got to speak to any of your teams, or no teams are like there?
They were there, but they just didn't stay like in our hotel. So like they
Okay.
were just at like different hotels. But we were supposed to play at Northeastern. So.
Okay. Did you guys were y'all wearing masks back then, or was no mask?
No,
It
was funny because like a bunch of my teammates had gotten sick like a couple weeks before, and we were all like, okay, like it's probably just like the flu, but they swore they had COVID. And Coach Rich was like, here guys, wear these masks, like wear gloves, like blah blah. We were like it's not that serious, like, and then now we wear masks all the time.
I see. So then after that, so what happened after you guys like went home? Like,
we were basically just home for like. I think I was home until like August.
So you went like home back to Buffalo?
Yeah, back to Buffalo home.
Dang.
Yeah, so we had to like move out.
Like that day?
No, we had like a couple days to move out. So I went home. Actually, I went home the next day.
Okay.
And then I came back because they gave us like alternative housing, so we just like, stayed up here. But like we lived alone, like in our own like homes.
Like a bubble type thing. Okay.
And then I went back home for like 3 more months, and then we came back in August.
So I came back in August, and then so was the season just like over? Like that season was over, so it just came like a whole new. So there's no champion. Dang.
So we're technically the champions.
You're technically still,
yeah,
technically. So after that, it was just a new season.
Yeah. So basically, they all graduated, and then graduated. They didn't have commencement or anything, and then, we got brought back in August, and some new players.
So when you guys start practice?
We started practice at the end of August. Started like conditioning, lifting again.
Okay.
But it was like all different.
So was it like with masks and like everybody to be 6 feet, and there was only like a certain amount of people could like be near you guys, I'm guessing?
Yeah. So we obviously had to like practice and train with like masks on and stuff, which I underestimated a lot because it's way harder to like play with masks on. But yeah, we had COVID testing 4 times a week. 6 feet, obviously. We had these contact tracing things called Connexons.
Yeah, Miles was talking to me about
which
that.
Like tells you when you're.
Y'all put it like in like your sock or something like that. You told me.
Yeah. So that like tells you when you're in like a certain like distance.
How was that? Was that weird?
Yeah, it was just kind of annoying because everyone was like, because you know, like on the baseline we're always like all together and stuff, and like we're just constantly getting yelled at to like separate and kind of just.
And like Kelsey probably.
Yes, Kelsey's the COVID police, so she's always on.
Okay, so do you guys have to wear masks during practice all times, or even on the court you had to wear masks?
Yeah, so when we played we didn't so on the sidelines we did, but if
like
you,
an actual game.
Yeah, so if you like checked into the game you could take it off, but like sitting down, standing up, like anything, and warm-ups, we had to wear them. In practice, all the time, we had to wear them.
And all the benches, I'm guessing, were like spread out 6 feet?
Yeah, and we didn't have fans like in the state of Maryland, obviously, so like
How
they
was
were.
that?
It was weird. Like it was
like a scrimmage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it sucked for my senior year just because like you're used to your parents and stuff, but at least being able to come. So, but I mean, you got used to it eventually. Like we played like crowd noise and like had like the little like poster things, but.
Did that impact you like playing wise, or did it kind of?
I think it did.
Like momentum, stuff like that too.
Yeah, I think it did because it definitely like especially with like the band and the cheerleaders, it's just like a lot more noise and a lot more people. So at first it was definitely weird, but then you got used to it because we played like back-to-back games.
So did y'all travel?
Yeah, not much though. Honestly, like we started later. We started like late November, and then we ended normal time. But we didn't play a lot of like non-conference games, like compared to like what we used to.
So it was a lot of like just conference games, and then
and they're back to back. So we played like Saturday, Sunday.
And I'm guessing like y'all didn't stay tonight, and like.
Not really. Like if we would go up like the day before and like leave like right after the game. Like there wasn't a lot of like practice here, practice there kind of thing, like normal.
Do you think that was like impacting you guys as a team, like as hooping wise, or you think that? Cause, you know,
I think so. I think so, just because there's like a lot more wear and tear on your body. Because obviously, like you don't have like as much time to sleep or rest. Or it's like practice, like school, like online school, and that kind of thing. So I definitely think it like has an impact. It's just like one thing right after another.
So how was school during all of this?
School's hard, like, because I need to, my attention span is very small, so I need to like be in class to pay attention.
Me too.
Because there's a lot of like leeway online school, like I have to do this, but like I could go there.
I ask a lot of questions, so like it's like a lot of this like gray area when you're not there.
Yeah, exactly. But like professors are pretty like not lenient, but like they understand like a lot more
because they're student athlete and stuff.
So but it's definitely hard because you gotta pay attention in class, but you're at practice and you're on the bus and you gotta do homework. But I mean, we're all used to that too. It's not like new, but yeah, it's hard online.
Okay, so then I heard too that you guys, well not you guys, but they were giving everybody like a free year. Yeah. So how was that? Did a lot of people like transferring?
Yeah, there's like 1,700 people in the portal right now. Okay. So they gave an extra year to everybody. So that's grad transfers, that's freshmen, that's sophomores, that's everybody. So everybody gets an extra year, no matter if you're like graduating or whatever. So
what do you plan on doing with your extra year?
I'm playing. I was gonna be a GA, but I'm playing. I just printed in Mount St. Mary's, so yeah.
That's good. okay.
So yeah, but it was a last minute thing. I just kind of hopped in the portal and.
So how did this season go with you guys?
We didn't do as well as we wanted to. We lost first game in the tournament. But I mean, it happens. It was a weird year, so it's kind of like unpredictable. But I think they're gonna be good next year, though.
Do you think COVID had an impact like on y'all season?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I definitely think it played a big role, especially like compared to like my freshman and sophomore year. Like things are just like not normal. It's just hard. Right,
it's kind of like the norm now.
Yeah, I don't want it to be the norm though. We need to go back.
There's gonna be a bunch of masks and everything.
No, you need to not speak that into existence. We need to like.
And then like in the games, there's probably like only a few people like they're doing the media stuff and the scoreboard and like a few camera people, right?
Yeah, I think like the capacity in CQ was only like 150 people like total. So like that's like including like managers and stuff like on the teams and camera people and media, and so that's like it's very like strict.
So did y'all have managers this year or scout players this year?
Yeah, we had like some of them, but they had to like be on our testing schedule. Like they really had to like keep watch of like what they were doing, so they wouldn't expose us, we wouldn't expose them, kind of thing. But yeah, we had them. It just like wasn't as many. Like when you were
scout
here,
players?
There was so many. There's like 6, 7, 8. We had like 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Do you think it was different with that too? Because like. I'm guessing like few of y'all had to be scout players also.
Yeah, no, for sure, and especially like Miles, like obviously like played with us and stuff, but it's hard when you don't have like enough people to practice against. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a big change. But
dang, Tess.
It's the norm, but it can't be the norm because I need at least one more good.
I think next season is gonna be a little bit different. I think it's slowly.
I hope so.
Slowly. Do you think they're gonna make players get the vaccine?
I do. I don't want it though.
I'm nervous. I'm still on the fence.
Yeah, my whole family has it, but like I just like I'm not opposed to it, but I'll get it if I have to.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just kind of on the fence, and I think I've seen like a lot of players. I don't want it to seem like it's forced type of thing. Like you have to get vaccine, you can't play
in order to play.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be like that. So
I bet you it will be though.
What?
Like you'll have to get vaccinated in order to play.
You might. So we're gonna wrap this up with the last question. How did COVID impact you?
It was a negative impact, just because like it's my senior year. Like I was just to go out like sad.
Right.
But I mean I'm playing another year, so that's great. But it had a large impact, especially like on playing, on school, on mental, physical, like everything. So it's pretty negative.
So this year didn't really count, right? Or
No.
so I mean that's good.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I just like I'm graduating still, so like
That's
technically, like I'm still like
You still here.
yeah.
That's all good.
But yeah, whatever.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. My man's Tess, 2019.
19.
2008.
CA champ.
Yes,
Yeah.
2019 CAA champs. We're gonna be out. See y'all.